At the Insulaco Arena at Marywood University, this is Marywood Pacers women's basketball. Tonight it is the opening game of a doubleheader with the men and women. The women take on Keystone College. Hi everyone, I'm Brendan Murphy. Pleasure to be with you tonight. The women are coming off a big win over conference opponent Rosemont College last week. They also beat Clark Summit University right here last Wednesday night in another doubleheader with the men and women. They both played well. Natasha Hessling actually got herself named CSAC Player of the Week, which is a tremendous honor. Not the first time it's happened to her before. A couple of times last year it happened, and it is a tremendous honor for her. And we actually will start our spotlight with her, so let's take a look at who's in the spotlight, and we will start with Natasha Hessling. In the game against Rosemont, she put up 19 and 10 for her second double-double of the year, and again, she was named the CSAC Player of the Week. We're also going to take a look at a player who's a little underappreciated on this Pacers team, doesn't get a lot of love as she rightly deserves, and that's Marissa Fernandez-Tierney. She doesn't get the same amount of time as she's been. She's been averaging somewhere around 8 to 10 minutes a game, but they're 8 to 10 quality minutes. She's averaged 3.5 points a game this year in only 4 starts, but she has put up very good quality minutes for the Pacers. So on the other side for Keystone, we will start with Bree Moore, and she is one of 4 freshmen starting for the Giants. She's the team's leading scorer with 12.3 points a game, and she also does well passing the ball, averaging about 2.5 assists a game. We'll also take a look at Sammy Farah. She's averaging 6.6 points a game, and she's the team's 3rd leading rebounder with 6.3 rebounds per game. We should have a very interesting contest here at the Insulaco Arena tonight. I am very excited to bring it to you. So when we come back, we will have the starting lineups as well as the opening tap right here on TVM.
To the Insulaco Arena for today's Colonial States Athletic Conference women's basketball matchup between the Giants of Keystone College and your Marywood University Pacers. Before we begin, we ask you to please rise, if able, and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. As always, we remind you that the NCAA Colonial States Athletic Conference and Marywood University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators.
And welcome back to the Insulaco Arena as we are getting set to hear the starting lineups for the respective teams. So let's get it started, and we will start with Keystone College. And a very, very young starting lineup for them, as 4 freshmen and a sophomore in their starting lineup. Autumn Kitajima is a 5'2 freshman, number 3. Faith Schiffler, a 5'5 freshman guard, number 2. Bree Moore, a 5'5 freshman, number 4. Sammy Farah, a 5'11 freshman, number 25. And Maddie Morrow, a 6-foot sophomore, number 55. And on the other side for the Marywood Pacers, it is a very similar starting lineup to what we've seen for most of the regular season to this point. And we start with Katie Nealon, the 5'6 senior, number 24. Gab Giordano, a 5'7 junior, number 35. Erica Bistrin, a 5'8 freshman, number 5. Alyssa Olson, a 5'8 junior, number 25. And Natasha Hessling, a 5'8 junior, number 34. One thing we will look out for in this one is going to have to be experience. The Pacers have experience. 4 out of their 5 starters are upperclassmen. Erica Bistrin, the only freshman in the starting lineup. But they all have experience. They've all been to the playoffs, and they all hope to get back to the playoffs this year, as they are 3-1 in conference to start the year. 5-8 overall, but a 3-1 conference mark is a very solid start. So we are just about set to go, as we are at center court for the opening tap. And the Pacers win the tip as Giordano comes out with it. And Nealon will set up the offense as she gives it off to Olson. Giordano for 3, that is good, and the Pacers are on the board. Fast start for the Pacers as Giordano knocks down the 3. And the Pacers are alive and kicking early in this one. Pass tipped and stolen away. Credit Nealon with the steal. Bistrin had it up the floor. Nice little pass for Hessling, but she's blocked. A fight for the ball on the floor as Kitajima came down with it. Moore the other way. She misses. Bistrin settles and will bring it up the floor. And she's fouled along the sideline. That foul will be on Faith Schiffler. Faith Schiffer, excuse me. That's her first. And the first foul of the night for either squad. Pass into Hessling. Olson, the floater is no good. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Nealon. Cross court to Giordano. Giordano finds Olson. Olson for 3. That is good. Alyssa Olson with a 3. 6-0 Pacers. By the way, if I haven't said it yet, and I don't believe I have, the Giants in the road blue move left to right on your screen. Moore drives and gets the basket. And the Pacers in the home white move right to left. Giordano gives it over to Olson. Olson drives. The up and under is no good, but she is fouled and will head to the charity stripe. So Olsen will go to the line. She's a 61% free throw shooter on the year, and she gets the friendly roll there. So a substitution here for Keystone as Sydney Craig will come in, the 5'2" junior, number 5. And Nina Hodanic, the 5'4" senior, number 15. Olsen goes 2 of 2. The Pacers put on the press. And a hard collision and a foul on Olsen. Both were going for the ball, but Olsen is guilty of the foul. Not a huge crowd for the game tonight, but I would expect that the crowd for games is going to get a lot bigger once everyone returns to school next Tuesday night. The dorms open at 10 a.m. if you're a student watching, if you didn't know that already. So you'll be able to get back into your dorm rooms. But we should expect a nice crowd as that passes into Hessling, and the shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Craig. But we should expect a nice crowd when the women take on Cabrini on the 20th. That game is actually a doubleheader. The men play Cabrini as well at 8 o'clock. And a sub for Keystone as Maya Kitchen comes in, the 5'8" junior, number 23. Olsen, the pass into Hessling. Hessling misses. So the reigning CSAC player of the week is off to a rough start in this one. Moore drives, and a hand check will be called on the floor on Bistrin. And Alyssa Olsen will come out of the game. And it looks like she's bleeding on her leg, so it looks like the trainer will just take care of that. And Araya Augst is checked in for her. Little gauze and a Band-Aid should take care of that, no problem. Craig with the miss, Nealon with the board. Fast break. And they'll slow it up. Bistrin wide open for 3. That's good. If you leave any one of these starting 5 out there to shoot wide open for 3, they will make it 9 times out of 10. Now, I might be exaggerating a bit there, but they are a tremendous shooting team. Giordano, Olsen, and Bistrin all with 3s to start the game. The Pacers as a team shoot 31% from beyond the arc. So that is a very, very solid number. Doesn't seem like it's very good, but for shooting 3-pointers, it is very good. The best 3-point shooters in the NBA only shoot 38 to 40% at best. Craig gets the fake. She drives. Step back, no good. Giordano finds Nealon. Nealon drives. Pass to Hessling. Augst gives it off to Giordano. Over to Bistrin. 8 to shoot. Bistrin with the floater. It's good. Seven points already for Erica Bistrin. Sorry, 5 points for Bistrin. That shot comes off. Augst with the board. Bistrin gives it off to Nealon. Nealon kicks it to Giordano. Bistrin drives, steps out of bounds, and the Pacers turn it over. Craig brings it up the floor. Farah is called for the travel, and it will go the other way. So Katie Nealon will bring it up the floor for the Pacers. Nealon, who was a big part of the Pacers team that ran to the semifinals in the CSAC playoffs last year, but she hasn't seen as big a role this year, but it seems like her leadership in the locker room and on the bench has really been a key factor for the Pacers this year, as she is one of only 2 seniors on the team. A lot of the younger players look up to her, along with Giordano and Bistrin and all the other freshmen and sophomores on the team. Giordano only a year younger, but she does look up to Nealon for advice, and they all make sure they hang out with each other after games to keep up team chemistry. And here is Marissa Fernandez-Tierney as Nealon will take a seat. Fernandez-Tierney, the 5'7" freshman, number 3, by the way. Ongst in the corner, picked up her dribble, gives it to Giordano, finds Hessling from the elbow, no good. Good box out there by Kitajima. Kitchen gives it out to Kitajima. Kitchen for 3. The shot is good, but a foul. Foul's on Bistrin. And Bistrin will head to the bench. Kate Riley will check in, the 5'9" freshman, number 14, along with Sam Bruno, the 5'11" freshman, number 12. Pass inside, shot bounces around on the rim, no good. Fernandez-Tierney with the rebound. She'll slow it down, find Ongst in the corner. Riley gives it over to Giordano. Inside to Riley. Riley backing down. Back to Giordano. Steps through, finds Riley. Riley with a nice little spin move and the basket. Nice move there by Riley to get around the defender and get the bucket. So the Pacers have a 15-2 lead. Keystone shooting only 14% from the floor. Pacers a respectable 46%. Fouls on Marissa Fernandez-Tierney. Kitchen inside to Morrow. Back out to Craig. The floater, no good. Rebound by Giordano. And a foul is called. That's going to be on Kitchen. Bruno takes an extra step. So Lisa Staken will check in, the other senior on the roster. 5'5" senior number 11. Kitchen, pass inside to Morrow. Tipped, out of bounds, stays with Keystone. Kitchen for three. That's long. Ongst with the board. She had to pick up her dribble. She gets it to Riley. Fernandez Tierney will settle. Ongst drives. Pull-up jumper, no good. Kitajima controls it at the top. They get it over to Kitchen. Back to Kitajima. Has tipped and stolen away by Staken. Staken had it knocked away, but she gets it back. Staken in the corner for three. No good. Rebound by Fernandez Tierney, and it was stolen away by Kitajima. The shot by Kitajima for three is no good. Rebound pulled down by Morrow, also no good. Bounces around, and the Pacers will have it back. Fernandez Tierney into Bruno. Riley with it now. Turns around. Shot off the bottom of the basket. Moore drives, and the bucket is good. Bree Moore with 4 points. Riley gives it off to Staken. Staken drives, shot no good. Rebound by Staken again, and a jump ball or a foul. It is a foul. So Staken will go to the charity stripe. Staken's first is no good. She is 6 of 9 shooting free throws on the year. But Cara Romaniello has checked into the game along with Cara Lee Pierce. Pierce, the 6'1 freshman, number 13, and Romaniello, the 5'9 freshman, number 33. So it's 16-4. Shot is going to be called back as it's a foul on the floor. Foul's on Ongst. And it looks like the trainer fixed up Olsen. Cleaned up her leg, and she is ready to check back into the game. But first we'll have free throws. So Moore went down. She goes to the trainer, and Keystone will have to sub somebody in to shoot free throws. Okay, I guess. You know, I've never seen that before. Maybe. Now, she made her first, but maybe she got hit in the face and just needed to get her eyes fixed, or maybe she lost a contact or something. I'm not sure, but she goes 1 of 2 at the line. Pacers will have it back. Shot clock and game clock separated by 6 seconds. Ten to shoot. Olsen gets a screen from Pierce. Kicks it out to Staken. 3. Staking a deep three, no good. 5 seconds left. Moore going coast to coast, and she is fouled on the shot with 9/10 of a second to play in the quarter. First one, no good. And Moore goes 1 of 2, and that will be the end of the quarter as the Pacers get it in and time expires. So it was a solid and productive first quarter for the Pacers. Keystone still chasing their tails a little bit, so to speak, and they are trying to get back into this game. It's only a 10-point game. Pacers are shooting a very respectable 31%. I just saw that. It's not as respectable as I thought now. But the Pacers are playing well. They have the lead. They could work on not turning the ball over. They turned the ball over 3 times to Keystone's 5. They were blocked once, and they did commit 6 fouls. So let's take a look at who's in foul trouble. And Bistron is in foul trouble with 2. Thank you, Jay. So I believe Bistron has 2 fouls. Yeah, Bistron has 2 fouls. Olsen with 1. Fernandez-Tierney with 1. Ongst and Romaniello each with 1. So there's the 6 fouls. I always make sure we get the official tally from Jay. You can see it right here. All right, never mind. I guess I went off camera, but I'll show it to you later. But I have the live stats on the computer, which is up to date as it gets, and the other live stats taken by our scorekeeper, Jay, as he does a fantastic job doing pretty much every game as Olsen gets the board. They bring it up the other way. Nealon, the jumper is good. So Katie Nealon is on the board. Moore gets a screen from Farah. Farah gets it back. Shot is short. A scrum for the ball on the floor. And a foul again. That one's on Ongst. That's her second. They get it in. The shot is good. Nina Hudanicha, the West Scranton alum, gets the bucket, and the deficit is cut once again to 10. And an errant pass, and it's stolen away by Kitajima. And Keystone gives it right back, as Kitajima was looking for more and could not find her. So it will go back to the Pacers. Nealon into Pierce. Pierce, the floater no good. Olsen takes a step in from the three-point line, and that's long. Rebound pulled down by Morrow. Kitajima controls it. Gets it over to Hodanich. And a walk is called on Farah. Giordano finds Pierce. Over to Nealon. Romaniello drives. Shot over Morrow, no good. Pierce had it and lost it. Hodanic brings it the other way. Finds Kitchen. Back over to Moore. Moore gets it into Morrow. Morrow turnaround jumper is good off the glass. Nealon misses short. Moore goes coast to coast, and the bucket is good. Pass inside to Pierce. Oh, she just missed it. The friendly roll was not on her side. So Hessling and Bistron will come back in as Romaniello and Pierce will take a seat. Schiffer with it, finds Kitchen. She drives and gets the friendly roll. So it's a 4-point game all of a sudden. Keystone on an 8-2 run and make that, it was an 8-0 run, make that 8-3. As Giordano gets the Pacers going here in the second quarter. And it is a 7-point game, 21-14. Looks like a football score to me. They get it into Morrow. The shot by Schiffer is good for 3. Nealon goes cross court, all the way up the court to Giordano. Olsen, shot is short. Bistron with the board, blocked by Moore. Bistron into Hessling. Giordano drives on Moore. And shot no good. Moore with the foul. So Keystone's field goal percentage is up to 37%, while the Pacers are shooting 28%. That no good. Scoring has been spread around a bit for the Pacers. Giordano with 6, Bistron with 5, Olsen with 5, Nealon and Riley with 2, and Staken hit a free throw. And Giordano now has 7 as she goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They find Kitchen. Craig is back into the game as she controlled it. Kitchen. Back over to Craig. Into the corner to Nodanish. Morrow, shot is good. And all of a sudden, it is a 3-point ball game. Bistron in the corner for 3, that's long. Morrow with the board. Seems like the Pacers are trying to force too many shots. They are a good 3-point shooting team, but they can't be chucking up 3s all night. The shot for three from Schiffer is no good. Giordano with the board. Pass up to Bistrin. And she gets it. Tremendous play. (24-19). Nodanic for three, no good. Morrow with the board. Nodanic gets it back. Fouled and the bucket. Augst will come back in for Nealon. Free throw is good from Nodanic. Augst over to Giordano. Pass intended for Olsen, but stolen away by Morrow. Craig controls it. Into the corner to Hodanic. Inside to Morrow. Kitchen for three, that's long. Giordano with the board. Bringing it the other way. Bistrin for three. She's wide open and she misses it. Hessling with the board. The Pacers will settle it and get it back. Giordano for three. That's short. And it was another fight for the rebound, but Hessling couldn't quite get it over the taller defender, Morrow. It is a 2-point game. Boy, has the tide shifted. Shot blocked by Hessling, but a foul. Did not look like she hit the body from here, but the refs thought otherwise. And Craig will shoot two. First one no good for Craig. Sydney Craig, she is 60% from the line, as she's now 7 of 11 on the year. And another bad pass stolen away by Craig. The three from Hodanic is good. And Keystone has their first lead of the night. And Augst hit hard. No foul called. And a foul here is going to be on Craig. Lots of contact on that possession, but no fouls were called until that foul on Sydney Craig. They get it into Hessling. They give to Bistrin. Giordano, a long three, short. And a fight for the ball on the floor. That was Schiffer who came out with it. Stolen away by Giordano. Finds Augst. Augst finds Bistrin, and she's fouled by Craig. Bistrin drives, finds Augst. Augst wide open. Shot is good, and we are tied once again with 1:31 to play in the first half. Hodanic on Giordano. They get it over to Kitajima. Kitajima finds Hodanic, gets Giordano in the air. And the shot by Hodanic is good. She's got 10. And Keystone leads once again by 2. We're under a minute to play. Bistrin, shot no good, but a travel is called. So she made the shot, but she's called for the walk, so it doesn't count. That would have given the Pacers the lead. Kitchen into the corner to Hodonich. Hodonich for 3 is good. Nina Hodonich, have a game. Giordano finds Bistrin. The floater, no good. Hessling with the board. Oggs for 3, no good. Olsen with the board. Shot clock is off. Hessling to Giordano. Giordano for 3, in and out. Schiffer bringing it the other way. Goes coast to coast. Shot no good. Giordano to beat the buzzer from half court. It's no good. And that's the end of the first half. So it was all Keystone in the second quarter as they outscored the Pacers 25-10 and took a 31-26 lead into the half. So when we come back, we will have our first half recap right here on TVM. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the Insulaco Arena. I will just read off the halftime stats as we actually missed it. Olsen gets a bucket to go. So we'll just read off what we have. So let's get through here really quick as we are back to the action. And it does appear that both teams have their starting fives out. And that shot's no good. So the Pacers now in the home white will move left to right. Keystone in the road blue, right to left. Giordano called for the double dribble and another turnover. So Keystone led by 5 at the break. Keystone led by 5 at the break, and they have played a very solid half of basketball. Especially in the second quarter, they outscored the Pacers. Let's see, what was that number? 25-10. Hessling pulls down the board. Olsen brings it the other way. And a foul on Morrow. But Nina Hodanic leads the way for Keystone with a game-high 13, including 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Keystone shooting at 43% for the game. Number now at 40, and the Pacers are at 28%. Hessling cross-court to Bistrin. Bistrin drives, shot no good. Kitajima gives it over. Actually, she gets it back. Moore in the corner. Pass inside to Morrow, backing down on Hessling. Shot is good. Hessling looking for Giordano. Nealon finds Giordano. Gets a screen from Hessling. Drives on Moore. Finds Nealon in the corner for 3. No good. Moore with the board. Coming the other way. They find Kitchen. Kitchen with the floater. No good. Nealon finds Hessling. Bistrin in the corner for 3. That's good. And the Pacers have cut it to just 2. Moore gets it over to Kitchen. Inside to Morrow. And the bucket is good. So Hodanic and Craig will check back in, along with Augst and Riley for the Pacers, as Olsen and Hessling will take a seat. And Morrow's shot is good. Keystone has opened up a 6-point lead. That is their largest of the night. And the shot is good. Great play by Bistrin as she has 12. Pass inside. Moore, the floater, no good. Moore gets her own rebound. Moore gets it over to Kitchen. Hodanic, that's a long 2, no good. And an offensive foul on Craig. Actually, it was a foul on Riley. Not sure how, because it looked like Craig was wrapped around her. But they call the foul nonetheless. Keystone gets it in. Hodonich finds Craig. Pass inside to Morrow. Turn around, shot no good. And Riley is fouled. Three-point game. Nealon will bring it up the floor. Get it over to Nealon. Nice pass inside for Giordano, and the bucket is good. 9 points for Gab Giordano. And Nealon's first assist of the night is a beauty. Onks tipped it but couldn't get the steal. And Keystone messes it up, and it goes the other way. Riley drives. The spin move, and another pretty layup. And the Pacers retake the lead. It's their first lead since midway through the second quarter, and now Keystone has gotten it back. 38-37. This is a back and forth affair here in the second half. Fouls on Kitchen. So Ongst is at the line. First free throw is good. That's only Ongst's 7th free throw attempt of the season. She was 3 of 6. And now make that 5 of 8. Moore, a spin move by Fowler, shot is good. Giordano tried to take the charge, but it was a no call. Nealon finds Giordano. Ongst in the corner for 3. And the Pacers will take a timeout. So both teams are ready out of the timeout. Pacers lead by 2. Nice pass to Moore. The drive, step through shot is good. Riley is fouled, and she'll have 2 free throws. So Riley is at the line. Misses her first. Riley now 5 of 11 shooting free throws this year. And make it 5 of 12. So be sure to tune into the men's game when they play Keystone at 8 o'clock. Made a new graphic for that as it wipes across the bottom of the screen. Be sure to let us know, I guess in the comments section, if you like it, or if you have any ideas for a cool new graphic. That shot bounces around on the rim, but it's no good. Craig comes down with the board, and Nealon gets Craig's rebound. Coming up the other way. Riley in the corner for 3, that's short. And Ongst went in for it, but couldn't get it. Kitchen gets it over to Moore. Moore drives, shot over Giordano, no good. Rebound by Bistrin. The Pacers bring it the other way. Riley back to Bistrin. Nealon wide open for 3. That is good. Katie Nealon with the big basket, and the Pacers have a 3-point lead. Inside to Farah. Inside to Moore. Stripped. Nealon has it. Giordano up to Riley. Riley shot no good. She gets her own rebound. And finds Giordano inside to Nealon. And the basket is good. How about that? A great possession for the Pacers. Katie Nealon with the basket. She's got 7, and the Pacers lead by 5. Stolen away, this time by Ongst. Coach Tara Machako must have said something that stuck with her team at the half. Bistrin drives, shot no good. But the Pacers all of a sudden have been hot out of the gates in the second half. They lead by 5 with 1:47 to play in the third. Craig drives on Nealon. And Giordano is called with the foul. Hit the body. Great idea, but nevertheless it's a foul. So Craig will shoot. Free throw no good. She's a 67% free throw shooter this year. Riley will take a seat. Olsen checks back in. And Craig gets the second. Ongst gets it to Giordano in the corner. And it's a foul on Moore. Didn't look like she liked the call, but it goes against her anyway. That's her third foul, and Giordano will shoot free throws. And it's good. So Giordano is into double figures with 10. She's a 66% free throw shooter on the year. And it's good. Coming the other way, Giordano comes out of the pile with it. Finds Bistrin. Bistrin for 3, no good. Ongst with the board, and it's a jump ball, and it will go to Keystone. Hernandez-Tierney right into the game, and she commits the foul, much to the displeasure of the Pacers bench and the Pacer faithful. Into Kitchen. Shot by Farah is good. 37 seconds remaining. Angst gets it to Bistrin. Shot clock and game clock separated by just over 9 seconds. Giordano into Olsen. Shot no good. Olsen gets her own rebound, and the basket is good. Eight seconds. Craig gets it over. The shot for three, no good. Giordano with the rebound, and that will be it for the third. So a big quarter for the Pacers as they lead 51-45. That was a +9 quarter for them. And let's take a look at Gab Giordano, and she is in our double-double watch tonight as she has 11 points and 8 assists. And keep in mind, she also has 5 rebounds. So that number could go up. She does a lot of great things rebounding, and she has had a great game tonight, and she's a big reason why the Pacers retook the lead here in the third. So the Pacers start the fourth quarter with the ball. Angst for three, no good. And Morrow goes the other way. So that double-double watch graphic you just saw, we just made it. So it was a little cut off on our screens. I'm not quite sure how it was over there. But if it was cut off, I will fix that. And I apologize if it was cut off. Stolen away by Giordano as it goes the other way. She finds Angst inside to Fernandez-Tierney. Out to Giordano. Bistrin takes a step back. Shot for three is good. 9 assists for Gab Giordano and 15 points for Erica Bistrin. So Giordano just 1 assist away from a double-double. Moore drives. Shot is good. It did look like from here that she took an extra step, but they didn't call it. Giordano gets it to Olsen. Olsen drives into Fernandez-Tierney. Out to Angst. Wide open for three, and it's good. And the Pacers extend their lead to 10. The shot for three is good by Hodanic. Giordano gets it up to Olsen. Olsen drives. Shot no good. Moore with the rebound. And Farrell lost it. And it goes the other way. I will say, though, it seems as though this game is starting to get a little out of hand. A lot of no calls on fouls. The refs may need to get this thing under control before something happens and it gets even more physical than it already is. Fernandez-Tierney finds Augst. Bistrin for three, in and out. Morrow with the board. Kitchen. Blocked by Giordano, coming the other way, and she tripped. Looks like she could have rolled her ankle a bit. She's favoring that ankle a little bit. Stolen away. Giordano hustling down the floor, and she didn't block the shot, but she did affect the shot as it was missed by Moore. Fernandez-Tierney is fouled and will go to the line. Fouls on Morrow. First one, no good. So 7 minutes to go. The Pacers lead by 6. And shot no good. Ball bounced around. And a timeout will be taken by Keystone. As you get a look into their huddle there. I'll tell you what, I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Coach Machako, over her 14 seasons as Pacers head coach, has done a tremendous job with her teams, especially the last 2 years. Just from what I've seen, she is a great communicator. She does a great job talking to her team, and they are always motivated. She had to have said something coming out of the half that got them driven and motivated, and it is working. With 6:49 left, they lead by 6. They were down by 5 at the break. Shot for three is no good. Nealon comes down with the board. Finds Giordano. Giordano gets it to Bistrin. Bistrin for three, and a walk on Bistrin. So another turnover. Bistrin called for the walk. She did not agree with the call, but it goes against her anyhow. Kitajima with it. Pass it inside to Farah. And another walk, that time on Farah. Nealon brings it up the court. Olsen gets a screen from Giordano. She drives. The up and under is good. Great shot from Olsen. Foul on Farah. That's her first. And Olsen will go to the line. She's got 11 points and make it 12 with the free throw. A solid performance for her. And the Pacers lead by 9 with under 6 minutes to play. Moore spins and is fouled. Olsen is guilty of the foul. That's 4 fouls on Olsen. Moore makes her first. Moore just a 60% free throw shooter. She goes 2 of 2 that time. So Olsen will take a seat with her being in foul trouble, and Natasha Hessling will come in. Nealon gets it to Giordano. She drives. The up and under is good. And Gab Giordano with 13 points. A tremendous performance for her. Moore. Shot no good. And a walk. Kitchen didn't like it. Neither did the Keystone bench. Nealon finds Hessling. Get it up to Giordano. Moore tried to jump the pass but couldn't do it. Hessling gets it out to Bistrin for 3, and that's good. The Pacers at one point led by 13, 15-2. They lead by 12 at the moment. And a no-look pass. Rebound by Giordano. A scrum for the ball on the floor. Bringing it up the court. Giordano has it. Gets it to Nealon. And the Pacers will settle down. 15 to shoot. Hessling inside to Giordano. Gets her own rebound. No shot, no good. Hessling with the board and the bucket. And a timeout taken by the Pacers. A 14-point game is the largest lead of the night for the Pacers. A tremendous job all around by the team in the second half. As in the second half alone, they have outscored Keystone 42-23. And that leaves us here.
Read your doubles now, 55's back in. Read your double and your drop. Weak side. Weak side. Ball's up. Good job.
And an errant pass and a turnover by the Giants, and it will go the other way. Ongst gets it to Bistrin. Gives it to Giordano. Giordano for 3, no good. Morrow with it. The 3 is good by Hodanic. And Augst with a great play. Pacers lead by 13. .251 to play. And a charge taken by Nealon. Nealon will bring it up. Giordano finds Hessling. Got her defender in the air. And a 3-second is called. Kitajima has come back in for Keystone as Moore takes a seat. And Craig keeps it. 10 to shoot. Inside to Kitajima. Moore, oh, no good. Giordano with the board, that's 9 rebounds. Giordano for 3, that's no good. Craig for 3, no good. Nealon with the board, but and a timeout. Sorry, substitution. As it looks like an entirely new group will come in for the Pacers. That will do it, as the starters will head to the bench. But really quick, I want to mention Gab Giordano had a tremendous game, 13 points, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds. Finishes a rebound and an assist shy of a triple-double. So much for the double-double watch. How about a triple-double watch? She got oh so close. Yeah, you can see it there. Giordano had 13, 9, and 9. A tremendous performance on her part. And with a minute left, Pacers are looking to finish off the win and get back and improve to 6-8 and 4-1 in the CSAC. Romaniello picks up the rebound. Let's quickly set the floor. It's Lisa Staken out there, Romaniello, Fernandez Tierney, Bruno, and Riley. Bruno drives. Staken has it now. They get it over to Fernandez Tierney. Spin move. Shot no good. Morrow with the board. Shot clock is off. And going the other way. Moore. Shot no good. Morrow misses. Staken pulls down the rebound. And the Pacers can just milk the clock. And that will do it. As the Pacers women win their third straight in conference, mind you, as they improve to 6-8 on the year, 4-1 in conference, as they defeat Keystone College 70-57. So Gab Giordano, as we mentioned, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Tremendous all-around game for her. Erica Bistrin led the way with 18 points. That was a team high. On the other side, Nina Hodanic had 19, which was a game high, and Bree Moore had 18 for Keystone. So that's going to do it for our coverage of the women's game. Don't forget, the men's game is coming up at 8 o'clock right here on TVM, so stay tuned for that. So from all of us here at TVM, I'm Brendan Murphy saying good night if you're just watching the women's game, but make sure you come back for the men's game in just a little bit. Once again, the final score, Pacers win it 70-57. At the Insulaco Arena at Marywood University, this is Marywood Pacers men's basketball. Tonight, it is the second half of a doubleheader as the men will take on Keystone College. Hi, everyone, and glad to be with you again. I'm Brendan Murphy. The Pacers men had a rough outing against Rosemont. They lost narrowly. I believe it was 88-81. They played well, couldn't do a whole lot offensively, but overall, they played well as a team. They're off to a rough start in conference. They're 2-3 overall in conference. But the team itself has looked very good, especially when they play it at home, and they are led by Tip Swartz, and he is the leader on this team. So let us take a look at who's in the spotlight, and we'll start with Tip. Tip last week was named to the CSAC honor roll. He averaged 17.5 points and 3 assists in the games against Clark Summit and Rosemont. Let's take a look now at Jeremy Ringland, who in the game against Rosemont had 17 points and 6 assists. And Ringland has had a slow start to the year, but he's awoken over the last few games. Great game for him in the loss to Rosemont. On the other side for Keystone, we will start with Mark Gilliam, averaging 11.9 points a game and 3.6 assists. Has been a true guard for them. Done a great job for Keystone all year. JT Bennett is another one, averaging 14 points a game, the team's leading scorer, and he is a lights-out three-point shooter, 34% from beyond the arc, and this is a very good three-point shooting team, 32% as a team. So for the Pacers, if they need to win this game, which we know they do, as Keystone is 4-1 in conference, they need to close out on Keystone shooters because we know they can shoot the basketball. So we are just about set to go. So when we come back, we will have the starting lineups and the opening tap right here on TVM. And welcome back to the Insulaco Arena as we are getting closer to tip-off, and the starters are soon to be announced. But the men this year are 7-4. They have played very good basketball. In their first game on their opening night against Penn State Lehigh Valley, in the game in which they won 80-69, that was one of the best performances I've seen out of this team all year. They played really well in that game. But we are going to start with Keystone with their starters. And we start with Harry Belcher, the 6'2 sophomore, number 0. J.T. Bennett, the 6' junior, number 2. Austin Smith, a 6'3 sophomore, number 11. Mark Gilliam, the 6'3 senior, number 13. And John Kirkpatrick, who is underneath at center, the 6'5 sophomore, number 32. He will have the task of going up against the big man in Jeremy Ringland for the Pacers. So on the other side for the Pacers, it is the same starting lineup we have seen all year from this team. They have played really well in this with this lineup. And here we go. It is the same tandem we've seen all year. Donovan Catchings, the 5'9 freshman, number 2. Tip Swartz, 6'5 junior, number 3. James Curley, the 6'2 senior, number 32. Kendall Farrell, the 6'4 senior, number 12. And Jeremy Ringland, the 6'8 junior, big man, number 33. So one thing I'd love to point out, I spoke with Coach Mastriani after the game last Wednesday, and I mentioned to him about the Lycoming game, and obviously we were not there, but just looking at the box score, they only lost by 13 to the team that is now ranked number 6 in the nation. They put up a fight from start to finish. They played really well. Kendall Farrell had 14 points in that game. That game came back on December the 17th. Losing by only 13 points to the number 6 team in the nation is really impressive. And they have a tough task against Keystone College, who is 4-1 in conference. We are set to go, and the Pacers win the tap. So the Pacers in the home gray will move right to left on your screen. Keystone in the road blue moves left to right. Farrell gets it into Ringland, who has it go through his hands. Keystone will have it. That's Belcher with it. And they bring it up to Gilliam. Smith has it. Passes it over to Belcher. Back to Smith. The shot for 3 is good by Bennett. And we talked about it in the pregame. He is a big-time three-point shooter. He loves to chuck it up from beyond the arc. 34% for him on the year. So Keystone leads 3-0. Ringland with the turnaround J. And it's 3-2. The drive by Bennett. Pass knocked around. Bennett gets it back. Shot for 3, no good by Smith. Inside to Ringland. And knocked out of bounds. The Pacers get it back. Into Ringland. Swartz will control it. Swartz steps back for 3. That's good. And the Pacers take the lead. And it's off the hands of Farrell, and it will stay on this side with Keystone. So an injury report for the Pacers as Zach Tinkham, the sophomore guard, that shot is good from Kirkpatrick. Tinkham, I spoke with him before the game. and he told me he very well may have a stress fracture in his lower back, and he will have an MRI on Thursday to see what the damage is. But if that is the case, he is likely done for the year. He had a bad knee injury last year, and now this. That's 2 seasons that Tinkham has not been able to stay on the court. And you really feel for a guy who's done everything he can to play at this level and just can't stay healthy. But the foul is on Catchings. I'm sorry, that's on Bennett as Curley's at the line. First free throw is in and out. Curley, an 88% free throw shooter this year. And he goes 1 of 2. Bennett for 3, that's good over Swartz. So we mentioned in the open how much Keystone likes to shoot the 3 ball. And I'll tell you what, so do the Pacers, and we've seen that all year as Catchings with the reverse layup, no good, Smith with the board. But the Pacers shoot 40% as a team from beyond the arc, including Tip Swartz at 44%. That shot from Kirkpatrick is good. But James Curley leads the team in three-point percentage at 51%. That is a ridiculous number, and I didn't realize how high his three-point percentage was until I just looked at it. But Keystone brings it the other way. The kick out, shot over Ringland is good. A good floater there from Belcher. And Keystone leads it 12-6. Swartz gets a screen from Ringland. Finds Curley in the corner into Farrell. Curley for 3, that's good. I'll tell you what, James Curley's three-point stroke has gotten much better and looks really good this year. I thought he was a good three-point shooter last year. This year, he's really improved, and he looks like he is just locked in from beyond the arc almost every time he shoots the basketball. Ringland gets the board. Catchings drives on Bennett. Over to Swartz. Swartz with the bucket. Bennett brings it the other way. A contested 3 shot is good by Gilliam. Looked to me like that was going to be an ill-advised shot. And Gilliam made me eat my words as that was good. Ringland finds Catchings in the corner. Swartz drives and lost it. Swartz pleading his case that it went off the Keystone defender, but to no avail. Tone Cockrell is checked in for the Pacers. The 5'9" freshman as the steal. Curley bringing it the other way, has his pocket picked by Gilliam. So Keystone gets it back. But Jalen Knuckles is checked in for Keystone. The 6'1" freshman, number 22. That shot in the corner by Smith is good for 3. The other sub was Brian Williams, the 6'5" senior, number 5, a native of Los Angeles, California. Curley looking to make something happen, finds Swartz. Swartz goes cross corner, and it's too tall for Cockrell, and it goes out of bounds. And the Pacers will take a timeout. Coach Mastriani hasn't liked what he's seen so far from his team. And you get a look there inside the Keystone huddle. Keystone head coach Brad Cooper is in his 4th year with the club. Done a solid job for them over that span. But I'll tell you what, for the Keystone team, a lot of players that live very far from this area. Belcher is from Orlando, Florida. Somebody's from Texas. Bennett is from Kansas. Terrence Bowman is from Ewing, New Jersey. Ryan Williams, who just came in, is from California, Los Angeles to be exact. Jeremy Jordan is from Portsmouth, Virginia. Let's see, we have a Maryland, we have a Cleveland, Ohio, Corning, New York, the Bronx, Atlanta, Georgia, Queens, and then you have a local product, Wyoming Valley West High School from Wilkes-Barre. A lot of these players from out of the area, but Smith knocks down the three. Foul, couldn't get it into DeGroot, who's just in. DeGroot, the 6-foot freshman, number 21. Tommy DiFilippo is also checked in, the 6'2 sophomore, number 1. Adam Busada has also come into the game. 6'4 freshman, number 24. Coach Mastriani is just looking for anything else just to spark some momentum. Gilliam inside to Williams, shot no good. Williams gets it back, and the bucket is good. One thing I will say that I've seen thus far about this Keystone team, they are very aggressive, and they look to score every time up the court. Cockrell has his pocket picked. They bring it the other way, and they lose it, and it will go back to the Pacers. Kendall Farrell will take a seat. And apparently it went off a Pacer, so Keystone will keep it. Coach Mastriani does not like the call, and rightly so. I did not see a Pacer tip it, but Keystone keeps it nonetheless. Gilliam, a long three over to Groot, shot no good. Joey Monahan is checked in for the Pacers, the 6'4 freshman, number 22. Gilliam guarded by Cockrell. Shot for three, no good. And the Pacers finally get it back.
Swing it, swing it, swing it. Swing it.
DeGroot looking for someone. Monahan drives and is fouled by Gilliam. So Monahan goes to the line. He's 8 of 12 from the line on the year for 67%. First free throw's no good. And he goes 1 of 2. Get it into Williams. Bletcher with it. Gilliam into Williams. He misses. Monahan with the rebound. Cockrell bringing it the other way. He misses. Ball bounces around, and Williams comes down with it. Shot inside, no good. And it goes off Keystone, so the Pacers get it back. Rough start thus far for the Pacers. They trail by 11. And a rough start for the game overall, as both teams are playing very aggressive, and the game is starting to get a little rough. Referees are going to need to take control of this game. And they call a push on Knuckles. Hey, 11-11 on the clock. Make a wish, everybody. Oh, wait, it's not 11-11 at night, but it's still 11-11. Inside to Monahan. Monahan was pass intended for DeGroot, but catching comes down with it. Busada fouled, and he'll go to the line. Foul on Knuckles once again. And an entirely new group here for Keystone. Jalen Flynn is checked in, the 6'1 sophomore, number 12. Terrence Bowman, a 6-foot junior, number 3. That shot is good. John Kirkpatrick is checked back in. Michael Leake, the 6'1 freshman, number 23, is checked in. And JT Bennett is back in for the Giants. DiFilippo takes it out. They get it into Monahan. Monahan. Kirkpatrick comes down with the board. Shot for 3 is good. That's Jalen Flynn. He's on the board. And the Giants have a 12-point lead. Inside to Monahan, stolen away. And look out, Kirkpatrick could be looking for the dunk, but DeGroot gets the steal. Coming the other way, Kirkpatrick looked like he was going for a two-handed flush, but he couldn't get it as DeGroot knocked it out of his hands. Pass over to DeGroot. DeGroot with the floater, no good. And it is last touched by DiFilippo. So the Pacers will get it back. And Ringland will check back in for the Pacers. The drive, kick to Kirkpatrick, blocked by Ringland. Busada comes down with the board. They find Ringland. And it's going to be backcourt as Catchings couldn't get in the air and hold it. And DiFilippo tries to get the players together to calm down. I can only imagine what Coach Mastriani will have to say to his team in the locker room. And hopefully he can motivate his team the way Coach Machaco did in the women's game. Busada comes down with the rebound off the miss. Catchings will bring it the other way. They find Ringland inside on Kirkpatrick. Into the group, but that shot is blocked by Bowman. Bowman bringing it the other way. They give it off to Flynn. Flynn for three, no good. Busada with the board. And it was knocked out of his hands, and DiFilippo came up with it. Catchings controls it. Into Busada, and Busada gets on the board. Busada actually now with 4 points. And ball went out of bounds, but the Pacers keep it. DeGroot will take a seat as Swartz returns. Kirkpatrick, guarded by Ringland, and he gets the basket. 6 points for John Kirkpatrick. Ringland into Busada, and he blows the layup, and they bring it the other way. Flynn. Kirkpatrick drives on Ringland, backing down. He misses. Ringland with the board. It's a good matchup there, Kirkpatrick and Ringland. Kirkpatrick has some muscle and weight on Ringland, as Busada with the nice friendly roll there. But Ringland has the height advantage. Flynn takes us three, no good. And Kirkpatrick tipped it out of bounds. Busada will take a seat. Quality minutes from Adam Busada as he leads the Pacers in scoring right now with 6 points. Catchings to Curley. Swartz thought about a three, but thought better of it. Catchings drives, finds Swartz, and he steps through and gets the bucket. Flynn for three, no good. DiFilippo with the board. Was looking for Curley, but the pass goes out of bounds. So Keystone will switch it all up again. And it is another entirely new group as Gilliam is back. Williams, Knuckles, Belcher, and Davis are all on the court for Keystone. Smith takes a step in from the three-point line. Swartz with the board. Catchings gives it off to Curley. Ringland now into Swartz. Swartz, the fadeaway jumper, no good. Davis with it at the top, gives it over to Gilliam. 8-point game, Pacers trail 28-20. Davis for three, no good. Swartz pulls down the board. DiFilippo gives it to Swartz. Swartz finds Catchings in the corner for three, long. And Davis comes out of the pile with it. Gilliam finds his man, and the bucket is good. Into Ringland at the elbow. Shot from the elbow, no good. And an offensive foul is called on Curley. Kendall Farrell returns as Ringland takes a seat. Belcher with it. Drives, finds Barrett wide open in the corner for three. DiFilippo gives it off to Curley. Curley for three. No good. Tried to answer with a three of his own, but it was no good. Gilliam bringing it up the floor. Pass inside to Belcher. No good. DiFilippo comes out with it. Swartz with the friendly roll. And it is an 11-point game. Swartz has 9. Pass to Davis. Davis for three. It is good. We said in the open that this Keystone team can shoot from beyond the arc. And boy, have they displayed it in the first half. They are 8 of 15 from beyond the arc for 53%. And a foul and the bucket. Harry Belcher will go to the line. Swartz with the foul. Belcher, a 55% free throw shooter, will get one more. And Devin Strickland will come into the game, the 5'10 junior, number 1. And Farrell and Curley were fighting for the rebound, not realizing they were on each other's teams. And Davis knocks down the tray. Timeout taken by the Pacers. You get a look in there inside the Pacers huddle, and it's Dexter Shy, the volunteer assistant coach, who is trying to motivate his former teammates. Not quite sure if you can hear him, but he's trying to tell his team to box out, fight for every rebound and every loose ball, and play their game. The Pacers, if they want to win this game, would have to overcome a 19-point deficit. Keystone has gone on a run here in the last few minutes. Keystone has gone on a 5-0 run in the last 40 seconds. Pacers have 2 points in the last few minutes, but they get a bucket there. So it's 41-24 now. Swartz with the layup, so he's in double figures. Barrett for three. Gets the friendly bounce. It gets the Keystone bounce. And it's once again a 19-point game, as that was just a long two. Curley in the corner to answer with his own, and it's good. They find Belcher. And Curley with the hard foul. This Pacers team clearly frustrated. That's Curley's second on the night. First free throw from Belcher is good. Ringland will come in. DiFilippo will take a seat. Good job there by DiFilippo to eat some quality minutes. 3 big rebounds for him. Belcher goes 2 of 2. They get it into Swartz. Catchings will bring it up. He gets a screen from Ringland. He finds Swartz. The jumper is good. It's a long 2 from Swartz. He's got 13, a fight for the ball on the floor. And Keystone went over and back. So the Pacers will get it back.
Post up, Don, you're good.
A minute 51 to play. Ringland has it. Catchings now. He was smothered by Giants defenders. They get it to foul inside to Ringland. Can't get the basket, but he is fouled. So Ringland will shoot free throws. Ringland, a very good free throw shooter, 80% on the year. In and out with the first one. Tone Cockrell will come back in. Curley takes a seat. And Ringland with a rare 0 for 2 from the free throw line. The floater no good. That was a bit of an errant shot there. Catchings finds Ringland, but it was a little too tall. He was looking for Ringland, but couldn't quite connect. So the Giants turn it over. And a nice shot, a nice little leaner there from Belcher. We're under a minute to play, and it's a 19-point game. Pass inside to Farrell, and that shot is blocked by Williams. Ringland for 3, no good. Belcher has it. Find Bennett. Bennett for 3 over Swartz, and it's good. It's a 22-point game. Ringland lost it. Davis going the other way. And Davis with the lay-in at the other end. Cockrell. Schwartz with 5 to play. Finds Ringland to beat the buzzer, no good, but he's fouled. So Ringland will have 2 free throws. The foul is on Strickland. So Ringland will shoot 2. And then the teams will head to the locker room. Ringland makes his first. They put 1 second back on the clock.
Hey, wait.
So there's going to be 1 second on the clock.
There was no time, wasn't there? That's it. There was no time.
And the referees confer, and their referees are coming together. And there was no time left. So that's it for the first half. When we come back, we will have our first half recap and our first half stats right here on TVM. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you.
And welcome back to the Insulaco Arena for the start of the second half. So let us quickly take a look at what we saw in the first half between these two teams. And what looked like was going to be a very close game early has turned into a complete and utter blowout. So let us take a look at our halftime stats graphic, if we can get that up on our screen. But before that goes up, I will just start by reading off some of, here we go. And it is 53-31 Keystone. They're shooting 53% from the field and 61% from beyond the arc. That is a very rough number for if you're the Pacers looking at that across the floor. 11 turnovers for the Pacers, another big number. Pacers are shooting 31% from beyond the arc, which is respectable, and 44% from the field, which is also respectable. But the problem is they don't have the ball enough. If you take a look, possessions are about the same, but Keystone's winning the points inside with 14-12. Second chance points, Keystone has it, 5-0. Keystone has stolen the ball 5 times. They're leading in the rebound department and the assist department. They're passing the ball very well. And the shots they chuck up, well, they're going in. So we are just about set to get back to the action here, as Keystone will start the second half with the ball. And we're underway as Bennett has it. So the Giants in the road blue will now move right to left. Pacers in the home gray move left to right. Ringland with the steal. Swartz with the lay-in is good. The Pacers starting 5 is out there. Then Belcher, Bennett, Kirkpatrick, Smith, and Williams are all out there for Keystone. And a nice little floater from Bennett. He's got 17 points. Swartz inside the hoop and the harm. So Swartz will have one more. Swartz, the team's leading free throw shooter at 92%. And he makes it. He's only missed 3 free throws all year.
Force left, force left. Force left, Kim. Good.
Smith at the top, guarded by Curley. Belcher with it.
Force left, good.
Kick out to Bennett. Bennett over Swartz, but it was no good. Ringland had the board. Curley into Ringland. Gives it off to Catchings. Catchings with the lane, it's good. Solid start so far in the second half for the Pacers. Open up on a 7-2 run.
Talk. Good, Kenny.
And the floater by Belcher, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Curley. Swartz finds Curley. Curley, no good. Bennett with the board. And they call a block. Swartz looks like he had his feet set, but he may have flopped a little bit.
You're good. You're good. Keep going.
So Williams will shoot 2. First one no good. Williams is 77% free throw shooter.
Ours, go get it.
And he goes 1 of 2.
One and go, one and go. That's it, good. Special, special, special.
Catchings gives it off to Swartz. Ringland with it now. Farrell finds Swartz. Over to Curley. Curley for 3. No good. Foul. Looks like it's going to be on Farrell. And indeed it is.
All right, let's go.
Belcher on Ringland. And a hard foul by Farrell to prevent the dunk by Kirkpatrick. That's Farrell's second. Kirkpatrick makes his first. Kirkpatrick just a 58% free throw shooter. And he misses the second. Curley gives it back to Catchings. Inside to Swartz. Tipped. Catchings gets it back. Shot blocked by Smith. Into Ringland. Couldn't get the slam, but he gets it back and gets the lay-in. Belcher coming back and a foul called on Swartz. That's his third. And the first is good.
Yep.
55% on the year for Belcher. In and out. Curley corrals it. Inside to Ringland. Turns around and gets the lay-in. Belcher drives on Ringland. No good. Farrell saves it. Swartz brings it up. Catchings drives. And the lane is good. 4 points for Donovan Catchings. The Giants hustling up the court as they got it up quick. Pacers have done a solid job here in the second half as they've cut the deficit to just 14. Shot for 3, no good. Foul on Farrell. That's his third. And Farrell will take a seat as Adam Busada checks back in. Busada did a solid job in the first half. And they'll look to make an impact here in the second half. Smith, another 3. Austin Smith. He's got 17 points. Catchings gives it off to Curley. That's a long 2, and he gets the friendly roll. Belcher. Bennett, and an offensive foul on Bennett. He doesn't like the call, but Catchings did a great job to take the offensive foul. As he took the brunt of that hit. Ringland, double team, they get it into Catchings. Swartz, guarded by Jordan. Busada finds Curley, Catchings into Swartz. And it's off the foot of Kirkpatrick. And it will stay here. Ringland backing down on Kirkpatrick. Finds Curley. Curley for three, it's good. And it's off the hands of Swartz. And it goes out of bounds. And Swartz will get a breather as Tom DiFilippo is checked in.
Watch middle. Switch. Shooter.
And shot is good. Kirkpatrick was fouled by Curley. And he misses his free throw, but the rebound by Jordan. And shot no good.
It's all right, Tom. Good work.
First free throw, no good.
Box out. You gotta get the rebound.
Elcher's stuck on 9 points.
All right, thank you.
Free throw here can put him in double digits. And he's got it, so he's in double figures with 10. 14:05 to play. Busada finds DiFilippo. Into Ringland. Busada with the lay-in, it's good. Great look by Jeremy Ringland to find his teammate Busada for the lay-in, and Adam Busada has 8 points. Smith inside to Kirkpatrick. And Ringland almost blocked it. He might have even gotten a piece of that one, but the shot was good nonetheless. Stolen away by Smith. And the slam is good by Bennett. You know, that went in so fast, I didn't even see that go in. DiFilippo with the lay-in, it's good. So DiFilippo answers. But Bennett getting up there for a little guy, getting up there and throwing it down. Pacers get the steal. Coming the other way is Ringland. Gets the lay-in to go. .13-point game. The drive Shot no good. And it's a jump ball. The Pacers get it back. So Cockrell, Monahan, and Swartz have checked in.
Wheel.
Into Monahan. Shot no good, but he will have 2 free throws. Monahan makes the first. And a timeout will be taken by the Pacers. We are back to the action now. So Kirkpatrick has it. Backs down on Busada and gets the bucket. Swartz with it now. Coming the other way. And blocked by Monahan. But apparently they stepped out of bounds. Ringland will check back in.
All right. Go down and come back. I got to talk to you. Hurry up.
Shot for 3, no good. And Swartz comes down with it. And Swartz misses. And it's a jump ball. Drive. I think Ringland may have gotten a piece of that one. So Cockrell will bring it up. He finds Swartz. DiFilippo drives. Gives it off to Monahan. Cockrell, shot blocked by Kirkpatrick. Cockrell fights for it, gets it back, and the bucket and the foul. What a tremendous series of events from Tone Cockrell. And he misses the free throw.
Smart tip.
Williams. That's Flynn, guarded by DiFilippo. Step back, no good.
Special! Special!
Shot good, and the foul by Schwartz. And the Pacers are right back in this game. So it is a 9-point game. Schwartz goes and makes his free throw. 8-point game. Shot no good. Cockrell with the rebound. Inside to Monahan. Monahan gets the friendly roll. 6-point game. And a timeout taken by the Giants. And the Pacers are right back in this game. So here's also a new graphic we made this week, and be sure to tune in on Thursday night, December 11th, when the Pacers women take on Cedar Crest College. That game at 7 o'clock here at the Inslaco Arena, and only right here on TV-Marywood. So what a turn of events. The Pacers at one point in this game trailed by 24 points. They now trail by 6 with 9:20 to play in the second half. Bennett. They get it over to Belcher, guarded by Ringland. Drives on Ringland, kicks it out. 5 to shoot. Kick out, shot for 3, no good. Schwartz with the rebound. Cockrell gets a screen from Monahan, and now one from Ringland. Ringland has it now. Into Schwartz. Schwartz, the fadeaway jumper, no good. Bennett bringing it the other way. Blocked by Ringland, what a play! A scrum for the ball on the floor. Steps out of bounds, and the Pacers get it back. James Curley checks back in as Tommy DiFilippo takes a seat. Joey Monahan will also take a seat as Catchings is back. Monahan did a great job defensively on the last few possessions for Keystone. Schwartz finds Catchings. Over to Cockrell. Into Ringland. Ringland misses. And Curley with a great job. And the Pacers will reset. Curley did a great job of tipping the ball right to Donovan Catchings. So the Pacers get it back and will have another chance. Into Ringland, and it's off Bennett. And the Pacers will keep it with 12 to shoot. Into Catchings. Finds Schwartz from the free throw line. It's good! 4-point game. And the Pacers bench and the Pacers faithful is really getting into this one now. 4-point game, 7:13 to play in the second half. Shot for three, no good by Davis. Schwartz with it. Cockrell finds Curley in the corner for three. It is good, and it is a 1-point game. And another timeout taken by the Giants. And look at this Pacers team. They are right back in this game. All of a sudden, the Pacers are 55% from the floor. 69 points. It is 70-69 in favor of Keystone. The Pacers have not led since the 17-19 mark in the first half. 95% of the game Keystone has led. But if any of you follow college football, the national championship game last night, Alabama did not lead at all until they led in overtime, 26-23, and that was the final score. They got the touchdown, they took the lead and won. They never led until that point. So anything is possible. The Pacers trailed by 24 points, and they trail now by just a single point. The Pacers are out-rebounding Keystone by 6. They're getting points inside. They only have 2 turnovers in the second half, and that has really proved key here in the second half. And Ringland takes the charge as Kirkpatrick is guilty of the foul. The women's team is loving it. They get it into Ringland. Cockrell controls it at the top. 20 seconds on the shot clock. He gets a screen from Ringland. Ringland inside. Lay-in, no good, but he is fouled. So he will head to the line with a chance to give the Pacers the lead for the first time since the first half. And we are tied at 70. Quick reminder, by the way, this was a 22-point game at the half. And now the Pacers lead 71-70. They have outscored Keystone 40-17 in the second half. Bennett tries. Ball on the floor. Pacers have it. And a foul is called. Let's see who it's on. The foul is on Jalen Knuckles. Cockrell will shoot 1 and 1. Cockrell misses.
Pick a ball, pick a ball.
Another great defensive possession for the Pacers. Cockrell will control it. Gets a screen from Ringland. Cockrell drives. Shot is good! What a shot from Tone Cockrell! Bennett coming the other way. They'll slow it down. We are under 5 minutes to play in the second half rather. Pacers lead 73-70. And another miss from Keystone. Williams will be fouled. The shot is not going to count as it's on the floor. Foul is on Catchings.
That'll be yours. Tim, that'll be yours. Block out, Jared.
First free throw is good from Williams. He goes 2 of 2. It's a 1-point game. Curley comes back in. DiFilippo will take a seat. And the Pacers take a timeout. Or did Keystone take a timeout? I'm not sure who took a timeout, but there is a timeout. But this has been an unbelievable half of basketball. This is the best I've ever seen this Pacers team play. They are, if they're anything, they are resilient. They were down by 24 points. They've come back. They have the lead by 1 point. And all they have to do now is play their game, continue to do what they're doing, and they will win this basketball game.
Baseline. Don, corner.
Curley gets it up to Cockrell. Swartz. Cockrell finds Swartz. Swartz for 3. No good. Curley with the offensive board, and he's fouled. And Kirkpatrick commits the foul. That's 4 fouls for Kirkpatrick. James Curley has done a tremendous job on the boards here in the second half. Also has done his share offensively as well with 15 points. Now make it 16 as he'll have 1 more. Curley goes 2 of 2. The Pacers lead by 3. He takes a seat, and DiFilippo will come in to play defense. Bennett drives on Swartz. He's fouled, and the ball gets stuck on the basket. So Swartz commits the foul. So DeGroot will come back in as Catchings takes a seat, and Curley comes in for DiFilippo. That will most likely not be for very long. And Bennett goes 2 of 2. He's got 21. Pacers break the press, and Cockrell will control it. He gives it over to Swartz. Ringland with the screen. Into Ringland. And the lane, he misses it. Looked like he might have been trying for a dunk there, but he thought better of it, but missed the lay-in. At that point, a dunk might have been better. Pass to Bennett. Stolen away by Curley. Cockrell gets by his man. He drives, finds DeGroot in the corner. For 3, that's long. Off the hands of Ringland, and it will go the other way. And the Curley for DiFilippo substitution will take place again. DeGroot comes out. Swartz takes a seat. Farrell and Catchings also back in. 3:08 to play. The Pacers have played tremendous defense here in the second half. And that is key into this lead right now. Kirkpatrick! Ringland with the foul. Kirkpatrick hit the ground hard. Kirkpatrick just a 58% free throw shooter. But he has a chance to give Keystone the lead. And it's in and out. That's a good foul by Ringland. So Farrell and DiFilippo take a seat. Swartz and Curley back in. And we are tied as Kirkpatrick knocks down his second free throw. Catchings gets it past half court to Curley. Into Ringland, backing down on Kirkpatrick. Curley in the corner for 3, no good. Swartz with the offensive board. And an errant pass. So it is a turnover. The Giants get it back. Kirkpatrick will take a seat as Davis is back in. The drive by Bennett, blocked by Ringland. On the floor, the Pacers have it back. Going the other way is Cockrell. Gets a screen from Ringland. Inside to Ringland. Guarded by Bennett. Big time mismatch down there. Inside to Farrell. Ringland. The fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gilliam. Gilliam controls it. Pass to the corner to Smith. And a foul called on Catchings. So that will send Williams to the line with a chance to take the lead. First free throw, no good by Williams. Williams normally a solid free throw shooter, 77%. And he misses both. Ringland with the board. They get it up. Cockrell has it. Over to Schwartz. Ringland inside to Schwartz, and the lane is good, and the Pacers have the lead. A drive, and a foul, a hard foul that time. That's going to be on Ringland. That's his first foul of the night. And Williams knocks down his first. In and out. Schwartz blocked by Gilliam. Bennett gives it over to Gilliam. And a jump ball, and the Pacers will get it back. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Enrico Mastriani. Those of you sitting at home and watching this game, whether it be on your computer screen or your television, I hope your heart is beating as fast as mine is, because mine is. This has been an incredible game, an incredible comeback, and whether they win or not, this was an incredibly played second half by the Pacers. They currently have a 1-point lead with 31.1 seconds to go. It's crunch time. It's time for someone to step up, play some defense, hit some free throws. We'll have to see. Into Schwartz, and they foul the best free throw shooter on the team. So Schwartz will go to the line. Shot clock is off. He will have 2 free throws. Remember, Schwartz is a 92% free throw shooter. And he makes his first. Smith will come back in for the Giants. And Schwartz goes 2 of 2. DiFilippo will come in to play defense. So Schwartz will take a seat. Pacers need a big defensive stop and then knock down a couple of free throws to get something going. But they will take a timeout, does Keystone, with 25 seconds to play. So we are back to the action.
Hey, watch the inbounder. Watch the inbounder. Shooter inbounding. Tone, stretch out. Shooter inbounding. Talk. Inbounding, inbounder.
Smith, the long tray is good. 15 seconds. And Coach Enrico Mastriani will take a timeout with 12.7 left to play. It's a full timeout for Coach Enrico Mastriani. They will have some time to draw it up. I would not at all be surprised if they settle for one shot and look for the best one. You don't need a 3. All you need is 2. Get someone open, get inside, make a shot, win the game. They get it into Schwartz. Schwartz, the jumper is good with 6 seconds left. Keystone bringing it the other way. Gilliam for 3, no good, and the Pacers win it. Oh, what a comeback by the Pacers. From 21 points down, they win it 81-79. All right, so I'm standing by here with Coach Enrico Mastriani. Coach, the first thing I want to ask you, what was said in the locker room that sparked that second half comeback?
Well, we challenged our guys. We challenged them to be tougher. Keystone obviously came to play. We knew they were going to. They're a great team, and they're having a great season. And they just came out right away out of the gate and were physical and tougher, and they just wanted it more, and we challenged them. We just told the guys. They came to play. We knew they were going to. It's time to wake up. It's time to get after it. So we did.
Well, a big name player who played a big role, one of your senior captains this year, James Curley, had a tremendous second half on both sides of the basketball. Did he say anything in the locker room to help spark some of the freshmen and some of the younger players to help them get into the game bigger?
I can't say enough about our leaders, our captains this year. They've been really stepping up their leadership, not only on the court but in the locker room, off the court. They're constantly reinforcing the message from the coaches. Honestly, the reason that we're winning games is because these guys like playing together, and it starts with our leaders at the top. I couldn't ask for anything more from James and Ken and Jeremy, and obviously we had a big game from Tip tonight, and just the guys that are upperclassmen that have been through this for the last couple of years with us. They have a refuse to lose attitude, and this was our home court we were here to protect tonight.
24-point comeback, tremendous game, great win. Congratulations, Coach. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our coverage here from the Insulaco Arena. But be sure to tune in to the women's game on Thursday night. So that's going to do it. Thank you to our director and our cameraman, and from all of us here at TVM, good night from the Insulaco Arena. Once again, the final score, the Pacers come back from 24 down to win it, 81-79.